For a lot of us, most companies are very comfortable with machine learning. They are comfortable with seeing the black box aspect of deep learning, but they don't really fully understand neural networks. How do they work? It's like magic to some degrees. A lot of math, a lot of science there, but most people are treating it as, hey, we train it this way, we get a high probability, very accurate, high confidence level, and it works. And so they're moving to stronger, more complex capabilities in deep learning. So when you break down machine learning, is part of what you need to do from a overall, hey, what do we need to learn? What are our skills? There are these categories. Basically, machine learning breaks into both supervised and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning means you create data sets, which means we have to have data management to produce quality, governed, good, unbiased data sets to begin with. That is the biggest challenge right there. And then from there, we can either go into classification or regression routines depending on the problem we're tackling. So you can break down, and then you can see from there you have about 4 or 5 different kind of algorithms that you apply, and which is the best algorithm for this scenario that I'm using. And then you can go into unsupervised learning, where you can have data coming in continuously and training the model as it goes. This could be your live data, your live feedbacks, and the unsupervised learning keeps it current. Because if you think about it, you could have, this is a machine learning algorithm. You train it up with the data set. You get your corpus. You run it out in the systems. It's making predictions. And then over time, the world changes. And some of the recommendations and things aren't really there. You need to pull down a new data set, and you need to retrain. So you have retraining algorithms. And some people go to unsupervised and continuous learning. But machine learning, and most of AI, is only as good as the data we use to train it. The quality of the data, the context of the data, right? The application of the data, unbiased data. And one of the things that we can look to is what are going to be the outcomes? Because a big part of our movement right now in the, if you will, the second era, as we move into AI, people are already starting to say, okay, what's the business outcome for this? What can we do better? And this is a list from the link that I got from Katie Nuggets, but they said, oh, for each one of these types of AI approaches, we want to do segmentation, right? There's examples of how they apply in your business. So there are plenty of those. And one of the big challenges are, what's the use case? What's the use case? It takes a little bit of work, but there are lots of use cases that under recommendations, what are you trying to do for recommendations? Classic, Netflix, what movie should I watch, right? But imagine those in your systems, in your customer interactions, in your portals, and things like that.